Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're in the middle of our climb on Mount Gagazet. We're gonna start off with some sphere gridding there. Oh, an evasion boost. Those are always nice. As our defense boost. Or any stat that I'm really attempting to use. Okay, so I could use a lock here. We get Entrust. And absolutely nothing that Orin needs. And then blue dots. That means Titus has picked those up already. So we're actually at the end of Orin's sphere grid here. We just gotta loop this around. Huh. I did not think we were approaching this that quickly, but yeah, I did expect this to happen. Which means I wonder how far off the others are from completing at least their section of the sphere grid. Of course, you can use your key spheres, level 3 or 2 or 1 or whatever, wherever you are on the board, in order to go into other people's sphere grids. Like Titus could probably go into Riku's sphere grid, etc. I'm going to avoid doing that for this playthrough, or at least attempt to avoid doing that. And just to show how powerful the characters can be when they stick to their own sphere grids, Kamari notwithstanding. Okay, we need to move you. Ooh, defense +4. Oh, and I have an MP sphere here. I'm going to use that for Lulu because she seems to be running out of MP more so than Yuna, so I feel that would be better off with her. And of course, when I give it to her, that means when Kamari comes through this area, he's going to pick it up too. So it's kind of like a double bonus. And I love double bonuses. How long have I had that MP sphere, by the way? I totally don't even remember where I picked it up. That gives you guys good excuse to go back and rewatch this entire playthrough to see where I picked that up. It's not like I'm trying to inflate my view count or anything.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well.
And we found one of the Braska's spheres.
Now that you're watching this sphere, you must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you.
How old is she? 16? 20? Somewhere between there.
Oh, by the way, Jekt and Orin send their regards.
She's old enough to be an RPG protagonist and
of course, it is a hard journey,
young enough to have not been married yet.
It is the path.
Well, wait, she did get married.
Yuna,
that doesn't count.
You've grown. You will have to
Death
find
did them
your own
part.
Path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna.
And when one door closes, another door opens.
Yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
Well, we decided to show Seymour the door. What other bad cliches can I throw in there? Yeah, that was just Braska giving some fatherly advice to Yuna.
In 10 years.
I don't know, Orin. Your stats have changed quite a lot. Yeah, these grats are... they're more magically defensive than I would expect. In fact, a lot of the enemies here are more magically defensive than what I would expect. Oh, and we have, yeah, this thing. It acts like the ogres from the Calm Lands that we met. When it gets low enough on HP, he'll put up his dukes and then start counterattacking every move you make after that. So just make sure your next move kind of kills him. We also got to get everybody a turn here, so we'll tag them in and out. And, yeah, magic is good against this guy. Somewhat. More so than certain other things that will remain nameless. Fix Kamari. Oh, here we go. He still has a lot of HP. I don't think we can... Did I even get Ore in a turn? Do I even care to? Ow. Well, nothing we can't cure off. I don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll just do basic fire. Yeah, that did not... He didn't counterattack magic. Huh. That could be useful information. Assuming I remember that. Or find myself in that situation again, because I was trying to capture him, was the main goal there. Because I do want to be capturing one of every monster on Mount Gagazet. You can't capture these guys. We actually have a huge list of monsters that we can capture. It's actually 13 monsters. It's just that we're not going to find most of them till, I'll say, the second half of this place. So in the meantime, we'll just tag in our characters that we have. Now, I could probably just steal from the two bigger mechs and just deal with the lesser damage that the smaller mechs are going to do. And then finish those off with, like, Waka Waka Boom or something. You know nothing survives when I say that. But I like the fact that I can steal all bad potions from the bigger things.
So be it.
And I want to give them a chance to show off their stuff. That's kind of a really goofy looking attack, I'll be honest. No, we learned the overdrive mode Victor. That will charge your... I was going to say your AP gauge. That makes no sense. Your overdrive gauge. I need another tutorial on this. Come on, we're practically at like the second to final main dungeon of the game, and I need a tutorial. I'll probably get one too. Anyways, Victor charges your overdrive gauge after you win a battle. And I'm assuming that character has to be in the final 3. So, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I do like to be able to charge overdrive gauges in battle. And it's, well, it's Grats and a grenade. Grats and a grenade. We could come up with a funny phrase for that. Or just use the alliteration there some way. Like, Great Grenade Grats. Alliteration. That's all you need. Come on, they're not even a major tag team. We don't even need to defend our title against them. Although they are providing an annoyance. Now, I don't fully understand how hitting a monster with a weapon like that captures them and teleports them to the monster arena back on the Calm Lands. But my guess is it's probably something kind of like Pokemon and transferring them to the PC. And Waka is using a Blitzball, which is kind of just like a bigger Pokeball with spikes.
Sent to the far plane.
And it's used in a sport.
Why not?
Well, not the one with the spikes.
Who would send them? They die alone.
So that means...
Interesting.
Many have become fiends, and they may want Yuna's company.
Well, Yuna will be fine.
You're right.
Was that a compliment from Lulu? You know, that was a really cool opportunity, once again, I mentioned this before, you don't really see, you know, the Fireflies or someone dead, you know, transforming into a fiend. Seymour doesn't count, does he? No, because they have to do it on their own, not with... Seymour just willed that to happen. He used polymerization, we've been over this. But it would have been really cool to take this opportunity to see a dead summoner and then just, like, I don't know, morph into a fiend on his own without polymerization. And have that be one of the bosses. Seriously, replace one of the bosses that we're gonna fight on this mountain. We're gonna fight more bosses on this mountain, by the way. With just add a little scene like that, just to bridge that gap together better, so that you get the clear sense of what happens when a summoner doesn't send dead people to the far plane. Wish. I've been saying that since Kilika. Where Sin Killika'd a bunch of people. Yeah, I had to bring back that joke too. Why, it's Mount Gagazet. I have to bring back all of them. It's like the mountain where I have to pile up all my cliches. That's what it is. Gagazet really means a pile of cliches. So we're on a mountain of my cliches, so I have to bring back all these cheesy cliche jokes. Alright, steal from... yeah, the imp. Ooh, 2 lightning gems. That'll provide a shocking experience. Oh boy. We're in for a long mountain climb. Although the atmosphere of Mount Gagazet really makes me feel like I'm climbing something like Mount Everest. It's cool. I like the atmosphere here. Oh, I need to stop you from doing that. Here I thought the bombs were going to be the problem. Or grenades. Basic cure... oh no, Cura is fine. Alright, tag into Lulu. You knew we couldn't get through a video without doing that. Yeah, we captured an imp. Did you just, like, butt tap Waka on your way in, Titus? Because that's entirely what it looks like you did. I know you guys are, like, best friends here and all, but that's... I'm gonna stop commenting on it. Yeah, that's how it's... Good job, Warren. Why are we getting ambushed? I blame it on Titus and Wakka's bromance. Don't let him die. He has so much to live for. Leave Wakka alone. You know, I do believe that is the most powerful enemy with the name Generic Imp. Well, his name wasn't generic, but it was just Imp in the Final Fantasy series. I mean, granted, there's like other imps, dark imps, and you know, whatnot. Little Trickster from Final Fantasy IV. But I think for the name just Imp, that's probably the hardest one. Okay, tag into Kamari. Kamari, whatever you do, do not use magic on this guy. Use Lancet. Because that can restore our MP. And we just damage the thing. And we learn Self-Destruct, which you can learn from any bomb-type enemy.
Well then, what next?
It does exactly what you think it does. Self-destruct, so Kamari just starts drinking himself till he can't drink anymore, and just kind of goes crazy and explodes on the enemy. Yeah, that's very self-destructive. Don't do that, by the way. But what you can do is Waka Waka Boom! It doesn't have the same effect when the monsters aren't like exploding and fireflies blasting everywhere after his attack. It's just kind of... well... I told you guys we were trying to reach the climax, or the... yeah, we were climbing the mountain, we're trying to reach the climax. And Wakka's capture is very anticlimactic. It's like climbing downward.
They're sure keeping us busy.
Better than freezing to death.
Wakka makes a very good observation. The encounter rate on Mount Gagazet here is insanely high. Well, we got about 5-6 steps before getting into a battle. And this place is very big. However, like normal, with the exception of if I do backtracking, which, by the way, I do need to backtrack to that last intersection. So I'll end up doing that. But yeah, that sort of backtracking, I'll do it off camera. Especially with a high encounter rate. So if I come back and some people have some more sphere levels, that would be why. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that my sphere levels haven't been higher, or I should say I haven't been getting more, because I do remember the first time I played this game, I spent a lot of time just kind of exploring areas and backtracking and just making sure I got all the treasures, and even just kind of grinding around just to level up more, just because I felt like it.
On my brother's business. You've met him, I think. Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Oh yeah, Wakka, we donated money
You're that
to
guy's
him.
brother?
He has a brother.
Wanted to come help Lady Yuna, but the temple imprisoned him for helping traitors.
They imprisoned him because of us.
He doesn't regret it, though. In fact, he told me, before they took him,
How did they even take him?
don't worry about me, just go help Lady Yuna.
He teleported himself and
Why
a
would
save
your
sphere
brother do
away.
this for us?
Well, hey, this isn't the time for talking.
Yeah, it kind of
There's
is.
dealing to be done. Welcome to Owaka's.
Well, I want some weapons. Oh gosh, I am just terrible today. Like a double-edged sword. A conductor. Oh yeah, that's what we need. We can conduct the winds like we did in Wind Waker. Some of the stuff, magic booster, plus magic plus 15%. That's actually really nice. However, didn't I mention that I need like over 200,000 gil for something related to something? Yeah, I'm being very specific right now, I know. So yeah, I don't want to spend alchemy on... Oh, that would be so good. Alchemy on, what's-her-face? Riku, since she can't use... Well, it's not that she can't use it, just that she sucks at attacking with her weapon, so that would be great. Alchemy doubling the effectiveness of all bed potions. They all cure 2,000 HP. Mega Man potions would cure 4,000 HP to everyone. But I will get a double edge just for elemental things. I'll graft Lightning Strike on it, because if I want to use Water Strike on something, we have the Brotherhood Sword that will also give us Strength plus 15%. So yeah, that's how we'll handle Titus's weapons. So we don't really need the Fire Strike. We're not going to need that Ice Brand, though I might forget to sell it right now anyways. Thunderblade, we haven't been using it. We're not going to use it. Orin's just going to keep his piercing strength plus weapon at this point in the game. Yeah, we don't need SOS Overdrive. Lifesaver. Although, speaking of my first time playing this game, I do remember Titus's attacks hitting a bit harder. So I do believe that when I finished their main sphere grid, I did end up taking them into another character's sphere grid. I did all sorts of other weird stuff too. Like, I think I ended up giving did I give Titus? I think I gave Titus some sort of black elemental magic spells. I don't know if it was the Aga spells or the Ara spells. But I know I remember doing that. So then I didn't have to tag in Lulu as much anymore. But then Titus's magic stat kind of sucked. So there was that. Well, it sucked compared to Lulu's. He's good for haste, yeah. We'll just keep it at that. And again, I'm still going to save... We just bought that. I'm still going to save some of this equipment just because... it could become...
I will be sure to keep your
if I need more quick cash, I can liquidate that.
Thanks.
But you can't liquidate things on Mount Gagazet because it would just turn to ice. Oh... Are we almost done with this video? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna graft lightning. Electro marbles, I don't care. I haven't been using them anyways. We get tri-steal, which means we try to steal this. And they fail, so then they get hit with 3 elements. Manosphere, magic by 4. There's some good news. Okay. What is the point of that level 3? Oh, I see. It gets us to that. Yeah, I want to do that. We have plenty of level 3 spheres anyways. Yeah, magic plus 3. Well worth it. Yeah, we're gonna finish off with some sphere gridding here. I don't know what I'm trying to do with Kamari right now. Okay, that's Demi. Do I want him getting Demi? I want him getting the defense boost because we skipped out on that one much earlier in the game, and I've been kicking myself for it ever since. Because it was plus 8 defense and plus 200 HP. Anyways, after the sphere gridding, I'm going to backtrack to the previous intersection. Well, actually, I'm going to go look up in a guide so I know which way the treasure is. But I have a feeling that the path of progress is the path where we crossed Wance's path here. Which, by the way, it is, because, you know, post-commentary me, I already know these things. But I'm just explaining that past gameplay me didn't know these things. And we're going to use the level 3 key sphere here. Because, again, I definitely want some more strength for Titus. So yeah, we're gonna backtrack to the last intersection, because if you head up from there, take the upper path, you'll get some more treasure, so I do want to pick that up. Alright, and we're gonna do all of that next time.